Hey turtle nerds, welcome back to another video. Now in today's video, we're gonna be taking a look at this 75-gallon mini indoor turtle pond. I set this up a couple of months ago, but I haven't really taken an in-depth look at it, and I've changed up some things. So I kind of want to show you guys something that I think is attainable for everyone, because this tub was pretty cheap and all the components to this turtle setup are fairly cheap. Right, so this is a 75-gallon tub. Oh wait, I have to plug things. Before we get started with this little mini pond tour, make sure that you guys hit the subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner of this video and hit the little bell notification thing. If you like shirts, and I think most people do, then head on over to my Teespring. There's gonna be a link right up here. You can take a look at some pretty cool designs that I have, a couple different shirts. I launched all of my merch, which is really fun. If you send a photo to me of you wearing my shirt, then I will post it in the video, just like right now. Look at these lovely people wearing some pretty dope looking clothes. So make sure that you guys check the link in the description, in the comments. It'll be everywhere in the top right hand corner of this video, and go check that out. If you want to get videos a day early, behind the scenes access, all kinds of cool stuff, and learning what's going on with me, then head on over, click the link right up over here to my Patreon. I have a couple of different tiers that I've updated on there. If you guys haven't checked it out, you get all kinds of exclusive access to bonus videos, bonus photos, things like that. If I have terrapins for sale, I post it on there first, which I think I will, and I think I talked to one of my patrons and she's gonna be getting one of the tribrids. All right, so with all that out of the way, and with that beautiful transition, look at him, he's just chilling right there. Hey, buddy. So with all that fun stuff out of the way, let's take a look at this pond. Ooh, baby. So when we walk in my room filming stool, we have all of my tubs over here and whatnot, but then right in this corner, we have this 75-gallon Tough Stuff agricultural stock tank. Check it out. That is the label of it. I got it from, I think, Amazon or Tractor Supply should have it. This is really nice because I love the dimensions of it. It's not too long, not too wide, and it's like the perfect depth for most species of turtles. It works really, really well as an intermediary, between when terrapins are about this big, and then when they get that big, they're about ready for my big pond. So this is the perfect in-between kind of space. So right now I have, I think, 6 diamondback terrapins in here, which is a little bit too much, and that's because this is a temporary winter home for them, just until it warms up and until I can get them in the pond. And it's supposed to warm up next week. So these guys have gotten really, really big actually over the past couple weeks, and that's why it kind of looks a little cramped. But these guys are actually doing super, super well in here altogether. So the inhabitants of this mini pond are, this is Mac. This is my boy Mac Daddy. He is a male spotless ornate diamondback terrapin. We can tell because he got that big old chunky tail. He lives in here with his girlfriend, Miss Sassy Girl, and she is the other white spotless ornate diamondback terrapin. These guys are from the Gulf Coast of Florida. Nilla is a male ornate diamondback terrapin, also from the Gulf Coast of Florida, but not spotless. And for some reason, people really, really like the spotless. I kind of like the ones like Nilla, who've got all these spots and whatnot, and he's also a male because he got that thick old tail down there. Then we have the tribrids. These guys are a mix of 3 different subspecies of terrapin. Check out these guys. They're pretty freaking cool, and I have 3 of them. They're all siblings. There's one, here is another one, and they don't quite have names yet, but they're really, really cool, and they're turning out to be a little bit darker than when I first got them. And here's the last one, and my personal favorite right here. And then in here we also have a bunch of little feeder guppies that have managed to have 100,000 babies. So now, as far as mechanics, besides just who's living in here, let's go over some of the equipment that I use to keep this all running properly. Right off the bat, for filtration, we have a 700-gallon per hour pump that feeds into this. I believe it's a total pond. This is like a pond filter. And as far as pH and water quality, I simply change the water once every 3 to 4 weeks and clean out that filter once every, month and a half or so. And then the heater is a 300-watt Eheim Jaeger down there. I keep the water at about 78 degrees. I have a cinder block down here and a couple of bricks that build up the basking platform, and also provides them a space to hide. We also have some stacked rocks over here for them to hide in. And then I tried something new. I put this little tray of sand to see if they would want that to bury themselves in. Basically, in the wild, these guys will bury themselves in the mud, so I decided to give them a little sand wallow to see if they use it. So far, they have not used it, but they do like digging around in here looking for little little hiding fish or snails. So I have this floating basking dock that is like on a brick to raise it up out of the water, and then another brick on the side just to make the area bigger. We have this just piece of plastic so that way they can't, you know, climb up and out. So duct tape so that way the floating basking platform doesn't go anywhere. I never realized just how scuffed this whole thing is, but it's a little thrown together. Like I mentioned though, it's a winter home. It's just for the winter time. It's not permanent at all. I could very easily make this into something permanent though and spruce it up and make it look a lot better than it is now. This is just to give you guys ideas. I used to have a 160 watt bulb in there, but it burnt out. So that's a 100 watt like solar glow. I think it's made by Zoomed. And as you guys know, when I feed these guys, I feed them in a separate container. I feed these guys my own custom little mix of foods, all different kinds of pellets and dried shrimp and whatnot. And that's about it. That is basically this entire little mini pond that's just sitting in my room. I sleep right there, and here are all the little turtles. Hi, buddy. So that is a quick little tour of my 75-gallon turtle mini pond. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one.